Welcome everyone to a new campaign that I am DMing. It is, as you can probably tell by the splash screen, Ghost of Saltmarsh. We're gonna just throw these assholes in it, and they're gonna figure out what they're doing. So, I'm gonna roll a d4, and we're gonna see who we start with first. If I roll, for Raven or DZ, you're both gonna start together. Okay, so I rolled for Raven, so you and DZ.
Well, it was literally a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, it was weighted.
I'm gonna show you on a different map real quick. You are in the region of Saltmarsh. You are right about here. Can you see this map, by the way? Because it's you should.
It is black.
I see only darkness.
Of course. Hold on.
Only darkness.
Darkness imprisoned me.
Let me see if putting one of you on the map. No. Doesn't do anything. At all. Okay, fuck this. We're just gonna turn dynamic lighting off because it doesn't like working.
Being a bitch. Okay.
There. Now can you see that part of the map?
No.
Why?
Afraid not. Thank you, roll 20.
It is still. Oh, I see it. It's down
I
below.
see it now.
Oh, I see something.
Why do you see it now?
I see a square over here.
Yeah, that's where you are. Okay, so you are like right around here. You don't have to put yourselves
Alrighty.
on the map or anything, because it's a
It's a big map.
it's a hex map. So these are all like 6 miles or so.
Mm-hmm.
So you are here, coming around this corner. This river on your side here that you were told it leads right to Saltmarsh. You've been following it for a couple days, I think. So over here on a cliff, you see kind of a rubble of a tower, but you also see down here as you're coming around this corner that must be Saltmarsh in the distance. You want to introduce yourselves as you're walking down the road?
I will take the lead, popping my image into chat. I am playing Olaf, brother to Seals. He is an old dwarf cleric. He's bundled up in a bunch of furs. Very big and whiskery mustache. And he has a permanent smile on his face. Accompanying him is...
As Kara Brill, or goes by Kara for short. A much younger dwarf. She's actually would be like just out of teen years or 20-ish if she was human. She's probably complaining up a storm right now. Much like my throat. Broad-shouldered, just, rather weirdly dark complexion for a dwarf. And just being the most, bitchy, non-complaining teenager she can be.
What ails you, my young friend? Do you not see our destination is just ahead?
God damn it. I wasn't ready for the voice. Sorry. Just she just shoots a red-eyed glance. Just it's too bright out here. Everything is just assaulting the senses. Why does anyone come up here? Just stay in the mountain where everything stands.
He gives a big belly laugh. If you think this is bright, you should come back up north where I am from, where the sun dazzles off the snow.
It gets worse.
Oh, yes.
Just bash my head in and kill me now.
Oh, not yet, my young friend. You have so much to live for.
Just hard squints. It's just, of course, Honored Elder. I will make sure to learn from your ways.
That sounded like it hurt.
Only until you find your own way, young one.
I have my own way. Nobody liked it. That's why I'm out here with this. I'd call you drunk, but I haven't seen you drink anything since we left.
That is because you haven't seen me do it.
Yes, that's what I
I
just
have been ingloriously intoxicated these last 10 miles.
Just the most confused look on her face. It's just like, what the fuck?
Alright. I'm gonna roll once again, and we're gonna see who you come across up on the road. No, not that one. Okay. There we go. Well, that makes sense. You'd be outside. Gray. As they're walking down the road, you hear somebody laughing as they come around the corner. Would you describe yourself and what you are doing out here?
So, I am Orente, and Orente is a bugbear. A bugbear druid, to be specific. I'm looking where I put the art. I set it down for 2 seconds. No, I got it. There it is. I got it. There we go. He's a bugbear druid, and he's come to this part of Saltmarsh in particular for 2 reasons. One, there's a bunch of weird shit going on in the woods, and he likes fighting weird shit. 2, he can hear his weed dealer laughing through the trees. It's a very distinctive laugh. And I'm gonna roll a stealth check.
Go for it. Alright.
I got a 17, and as they're having this conversation, I want Orente to kind of like pop up from behind and be like, "You think it's bright now? Just wait till you get out somewhere open. I like the trees better."
Yeah, my passive perception definitely did beat that.
No, and they're certainly not actively looking for anyone. 'Cause
He-
they're too busy.
He hears a somewhat familiar voice, does an about face, sees this giant hirsute creature with a snaggletooth and scarred face. It's like, ho, 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 my furry friend! It's been some months since I have seen you.
It has been a long time, because I don't have it in me to do a voice tonight.
That's alright. We'll figure them out as we go.
I'll figure it out. I'll probably eventually go gruff. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. It has been quite a little while, hasn't it?
Yes, in the time we have seen each other, I have picked up a ward. Introduce yourself!
This dark-skinned young woman looks like she may have gone a shade brighter, as she has her hammer out, shield up, and just staring at this giant, hulking, hairy thing. And she's like, oh god, I'm gonna have to fight this. And then as Olav and it begin talking, she's just sitting there going, What in all the hells is this thing? It came out of nowhere. How does it do
Yes,
that? But it's so...
my
it's so
friend
cracking
here
big.
is a very sneaky sort, despite his size.
I know these woods better than most. I know where to go when others don't. Hello, I am Orente.
Yeah, and I'm Carabel, and if you do that again, I'm taking your knees.
Do not mind the young one. She is fiery. Quite literally.
Yeah, such a light.
Fair enough.
It's like sparks arcing off the hammer as she says that.
Orente will see this and give a small smile. It's like, very interesting. Would you mind if I traveled with you for a short while, Olaf? It's been quite a bit. And we seem to be
Oh,
heading...
you cannot fool me. It's like, I know what you want, and I have prepared for this moment. As he reaches into his bags and he roots around. Behold! It's a fucking leather-bound pouch. It has everything you desire.
I won't say no, but that is only one of the reasons I am here.
Oh, do share.
The circle heard that there was people, things going a little awry over in Saltmarsh. And I may or may not have been picking fights again, so they're like, go check it out because we want you to stop fighting people. There's no fun in it when you're not fighting.
Ah, there are few joys that compare to a righteous brawl. He
That is
hands you
true.
the bag of weed.
It's the Alaskan Kush. He's gonna just take it and pocket it.
I think this is one of the only times we've seen the druid not be the weed dealer.
That's why we...
As the cleric, the holy man.
Holy Kush.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this will make you see God. She is very fat. It seems we are heading the same way. So yes, join us!
I appreciate it. Don't need to get everybody all concerned that a bugbear is in town again. Not after last time.
Ah, closed-minded people. What? There's nothing so unnatural about a giant furry man.
I understand.
Okay, so our fourth party member is a little farther up the road from you. Not quite in viewing distance of Saltmarsh yet, and they seem to be in a little bit of trouble. You wanna describe yourself real quick, Cyril?
You see, am I coming through? Okay, there it goes. You see down the road, fairly tall, kind of skinny, not as tall as the bugbear, but tall for, like, compared to a human, perhaps. Looks maybe half elfish or maybe elvish in features, if not for the bluish tinged skin and hair and pale bluish hair that seems to be blowing in a breeze that's not quite there, just kind of bouncing a little bit, as they're wearing fairly decent clothes, or probably wore very nice clothes at one point, but they're not war torn, but like travel weary, probably not as good as it was once. Some handmade or hand done corrections, as this person's just kind of holding up their hands like, okay, I'm sorry, maybe we can come to an agreement or a compromise.
So as you get, the three of you, as you get closer and you see this person, you see that there's at least 3 other people on the road with them. And none of them look very happy. Right. I don't care for fancy words or anything. I just want you to drop everything that you have, and then, I don't know, go fuck off and die somewhere. That'd be great. Or we can just kill you right here. These are, very obviously highway robbers, and you look fancy enough to have money.
Yeah, that's one of the bad parts. Well,
So before we begin, can you move your token that I put down? I just wanted to make a visual representation where you were.
yeah, I can move it.
Okay.
So, okay, so they're just like, oh, come on. Don't you think this is just kind of a ridiculous situation? I mean, come on, seriously? This is a cliche. Like, isn't this hilarious? As the main one.
This one right here?
Yep. It's a spell save 14 charisma, or not charisma, wisdom.
Let's see here. Where's your shit? Anywhere. Well, he fails that.
Okay, and like hearing the laughter coming up the road, as I like look over his shoulder, it's like, see, they think it's ridiculous too, right? Just and then cast the spell on him.
I guess it is kind of stupid. He should have been, fuck, ah, shit. It's really goddamn funny, actually. And you watch him, like, dissolve into laughter that sounds like it hurts. And these other two on the sides are just looking at him like, what the fuck?
Took a few steps back.
Okay. And since you guys are coming up the road, and they have not seen you yet, you can see these two over here on the side. They have crossbows, and these all seem to have martial weapons. What would you like to do before I make you roll for initiative?
And that's who you see.
It seems we are due for some excitement in this last leg of the journey. Come, my friends! And as he will slam down his staff, or his staff of driftwood, and an icy sheen develops over it.
Okay. Let's see what I've got here. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay. Are you aiming at anyone particular, or are you running forward?
I am running forward. And I do believe... Yeah, that's within range. Oh, wait. Wait a moment. You said, those guys on the sides have crossbows. I should probably take care of them first. I think I was about here. Get about... Yeah, that'd be out of my range anyway, so I'll just come up right where I was before. And cast Sacred Flame on... You used Hideous Laughter on this one, right?
Yeah, the middle guy.
I'll cast Sacred Flame on this one, then.
Okay. Dexterity save. Not that fantastic at that, so... Nope. Fails, so takes that damage. You watch this guy light up a little bit. Okay. Now, after he did that, the rest of the bandits here notice you, except for the one laughing on the ground. And now I'm gonna have to ask you to roll initiative.
Okay.
Ye old niche.
Uh-oh.
2, 3.
Oh shit.
4.
What the fuck?
All the interesting stats for Socini. It was like 2 1s, 2 4s, and 2 6s.
Yeah, I got a bunch of 1s and 2s and one good roll. Like, it's fine.
Okay, you're not going to believe the first 2 rolls that these bandits rolled for their fucking initiative.
They crit.
Yes.
I believe it.
I was gonna think 12. They rolled 12.
No, Nora's not here, so.
Yeah, you wish they rolled 12. Okay, get down here so I can add turn because you go off the frickin' map, you asshole. There. Okay, so this... They're not even that fast. Luckily, the rest of them rolled like shit. There. Luckily, the ones that rolled quickly were not the ones with the crossbows. So this guy that you just set on fire is going to start rushing right at you because he's like, you motherfucker. This one is gonna go over here and like slap him. I know that doesn't do anything
no.
mechanically, but he doesn't know that. He's not that smart. he just leans down and goes, "Hey, it's not that fucking funny. They just set Bill on fire." Okay, since they can't get close to you and the ones with the crossbows did not crit, Olaf, it is your turn.
Alright, I'll use my action to cast Bless.
Hashtag blush.
Who's got it?
Everyone.
Everyone.
Yeah, with slamming down his driftwood staff. Everyone feels a invigorating feeling. Like a really brisk wind. You know, the kind that's like, oh, that's kind of nice.
Oh, like you just stepped in from 100 degrees into the AC.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. Then.
Oh, I totally forgot. I need to use the materials of the flavor more. Or use the flavor of the casting materials more.
All right.
Proceed.
All right. Fire cake? Yeah, fire cake. It's your turn.
That's Kara.
Kara, I'm gonna call you fire cake anyway because it's fun.
Alright. She's going to podcast. Run up to here. There. And see that her stubby dwarf legs can't get her much further. She's gonna go into a dash actually. And just run to this next food. Hello, sir. And that will be turn.
Okay. Right up on him.
Yeah.
So this is the guy that rolled the 11. I believe that's in range.
This mirrors the boss twice on the initiative.
Is it?
At 6 and 4.
Get off of there. What are you? Can't be on there twice.
Fuck you, I'm special.
Yeah, I was confused. I was like, what?
What the hell are you doing? You rolled a 4, you loser. Alright. Now that he's gone, or his ghost, or whatever the fuck that was, this guy is going to shoot you as you run up to the bandit.
Heidi.
He missed.
Woo.
I'm almost certain out of 6 misses.
I hope so, because those are crossbows. Those crossbows fucking hurt.
So as you're running, you just stop right in time to see a crossbow bolt whiz right across your face.
Yeah, she kind of like pivots back in surprise and a little bit of fear. This is her first real fight.
Okay. Rente.
Okie dokie. Orente, I just need to remember, like, this is 30 feet. Yeah, that's 30 feet. Awesome. So Orente is going to move up with his wonderful... Who it is?
Oh no! Wait.
Shady.
I think I remember. Yeah, Shady.
Shady.
Shady, yes. So he's going to run up with that, and he's like, oh, and she's gone. She's a feisty one, I'll give you that. He's saying this as he loads up a rock, and he goes, I'm going for the one that away.
Okay.
And I am returning a weapon that is near and dear to my heart, and it betrays me immediately.
Yes. They have shitty AC, but unfortunately not that shitty. He watches you
Do you have
sling that at
guidance? You do have guidance.
You do. You could roll a D4.
I do. I can roll a D4.
You hit him. Crack him right in the head. Yeah, alright.
Just immediately like, and that one is gonna have a fun time.
Seal power, bitch!
Alright.
Is that going to become a thing?
We shall see.
Okay.
It's testing the waters, if you will.
That was in character. It was just like, is that going to become a thing?
No, he would have used such coarse language, but he would give a mighty guffaw.
And is it Slocini?
Yep.
Okay, then it is your turn.
Okay, and then has this guy down here been smacked?
This one? No.
Okay. Actually, how's this guy looking?
That guy, he took a pretty hard burn wound, so he's not looking fantastic.
Okay, then pretty sure I have enough movement. Oh yeah. I'm going to go here. And then slap him on the back of the head.
Alright. Oh, that hits. Damn. Okay, he dead.
Oh. Just see them drop. It's just like, oh, that was unpleasant. And then gonna use the rest of my movement to just move back 5 feet.
Okay. You just watch your new friend electrocute the shit out of this guy, and he just flops over dead.
I like this one.
Unless you didn't want to kill him. In that case, since it's electricity, I could go for saying that you just shocked him into unconsciousness.
Prepare the
They
teaser.
try to rob her.
Okay.
I don't think she really held back.
He did. So,
Still acting like, ew. Like, just kind of almost just like, they didn't hold back, but they're acting like, oh god, what did I do?
so laughter gets another spell save, right?
At the end of his turn.
Okay, so at the end of
Wisdom
his turn,
save?
he fails hard. He's laughing harder now. He got a 1.
Yep, I'm still holding concentration.
Yeah, you just look down at him. What a shocking turn of events.
I'm gonna say with that 1 that his friend actually did him a point of damage. Because he twitched when he went to slap him into sense.
Well, then he gets to roll again, because anytime someone takes damage, well, with Hideous Laughter, they get to roll.
I don't think
With
that's
advantage.
how Hideous Laughter works. No, target must succeed. Creature with an
At the end
intelligence
of each of its
4.
turn, and each time it takes damage, the target can make another Wisdom saving throw.
It's not on the one that you popped up for me.
Yeah. A creature of intelligence score of 4 or less is affected at the end of each of its turns, and at each time
It
it takes damage, the target can make another Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, then he does not take that. Because it was only for fun.
No, it's funny. It's just like, I know the spell. I've been the victim of the spell.
Okay, so that was his turn.
It was really
and he
funny when it was just my paladin with an AC of 22 and the rogue who could not slap through the arbor.
failed. That's what you get for having such a high AC.
The DM specifically said she did that on purpose for that reason, yeah.
Okay. So since he's not smart enough to stop laughing and continues to laugh even harder, this bandit gets frustrated and just decides to leave him there, and he's gonna start leaving.
Don't go.
He is the smart one of the bunch. Okay, so that one's dead. This one is... Where's he? Where is that one? Oh no, he's the one that went already, so he's still there. This is the one that has the 4. He has a crossbow. Wait, no, it's this one. God, roll 20? Just work with me, would you? He still has a crossbow. So he took a rock to the face, and he's gonna hit you back. Arente.
Oh boy.
So 13 hit you.
Does a 13 hit me? That is a good question. That matches my AC.
Okay, Ben, you take 5 damage as he hits you with a crossbow bolt.
Mm.
Alright, so we're back up. That one's dead. This one is now actually going to start leaving. Because it's his turn now. And it is Olaf.
Olaf, noticing that you just got hit, is going to cast Healing Word.
That takes me back up to full. Just plugs it out. I was like, thank you, friend. It is very appreciated.
Right.
And he will spend the rest of his movement waddling over. May I use my action to... what's it? What was I going to do, actually? Intimidate, I guess? I think that was my goal.
Yeah, you can use your action to intimidate.
Yeah, intimidate this last guy.
Okay, how do you intimidate him?
Thinking. Yeah, so the fact that he just hit a companion and I immediately healed back the damage is like, are you sure you want to go down this road, my friend? Because I don't think that you won't like the destination.
Okay, roll that
For-
intimidate. He's not that smart, so.
Pretty decent roll.
Yeah, he hesitates for a split second, and then just kind of like, you see him mutter something under his breath, and he stows his crossbow on his back and starts, turning to go up into the bushes here. It looks like he's going to start running into the forest.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay,
Who's next?
Kara.
Well, she just saw a man get bug zapped in front of her, so she's a little stunned.
Fair.
She shakes it off real quickly, notices two of the bandits are running. She can't reach this one. She can't reach one of them because he's way the fuck out there. Yeah. Does the bandit way the fuck out there? Does he look like he's considering running?
No, he's lining up another shot at you, actually.
Well, that decides what I'm going to do, so I'm going to use my action to dash once more, and I can get next to him, which will give him disadvantage on ranged attacks, unless he has a certain feat. Hello, friend.
He sure as hell don't.
He probably, I didn't think he would, but, yeah.
Young, angry, screaming dwarf with flaming hair.
Yeah.
I realize we've got two elemental blooded characters in this.
This also gets her away from the dead body. But
That
yes.
is true. Okay.
One
Yeah,
could consider and flex it as a third, because I'm very ice themed.
Well, that is turn again.
Okay.
Oh god, and the druid makes 4. Earth.
God damn it, guys.
We didn't do this.
This wasn't intentional.
You didn't do it on purpose, but you still did it. Fuckers. Alright. So this bandit has no fucking idea what to do with you right in his face, because he's supposed to be there to shoot things that try to run away without paying. So he's just kind of like, he's gonna try to, bash you with his crossbow. So I'm just gonna use a strength roll. Does a 14 hit you? Raven.
Wait, hit who?
Yeah,
No,
sorry. What was that?
Does a 14 hit you?
No.
He tries to, swing at you with the butt of his crossbow, and, you see it coming. Because he's not that good at melee.
You literally just deflects it with the shield.
Okay. Arente.
I just need to judge a gap real quick. Perfect. Orente just is going to give a small shrug as everyone goes separate directions. He goes, I'll go after Mr. Giggly. He'll go here, and grabbing the spear at his side, he's gonna give it a good old-fashioned huck.
Huck it.
Would that be? Can you huck a spear two-handed?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. We're gonna huck it two-handed.
This is
Does
something
he
that
have
says you
advantage
can.
on rolls because he's incapacitated?
He's technically prone, so it'd be disadvantaged from range, right?
So it would be just.
I'm sorry. I don't want to take away a crit.
It would just be, you know.
It's just a 13.
Yeah.
I don't have advantage, so.
So, unfortunately, you do miss.
Oof. I am getting rough in my age.
Alright, the bandit
Yeah, that's-
captain. Still
Just starts
sucks at his
laughing harder
wisdom
at the spear
save.
that- Oh wait, bless.
Oh yeah, if you want to do a bless,
Bless.
try bless.
Right, I forgot we had bliss.
Now you hit him. You fucking hit him with that.
Hey.
Just the 9.
Just the 9. Okay.
Just realigns in midair.
It's like there's that last split-second calculation, and then just the.
The winds of fate. Alright.
The cold winds of fate.
Wisdom save. He's really bad at these wisdom save, even though he has like a plus to them. He is not getting up from whatever the hell Luigi did to him. Okay.
And it's now my turn,
It is
right?
now your turn. It is.
He is pinned down. You may take him as you please.
I don't like how you
Curious
phrase
thing
that.
to say, big man.
I was trying to pay attention.
I would have words with this rapscallion.
Oh, okay. And then just walking over and advantage on this. And I'm trying to. Okay, this time I'll try to go non-lethal.
Okay.
Jesus.
And like crit. Okay, barely any damage.
It's fine.
You just Palpatine his ass. Unlimited power!
So when she does, is he still up?
Oh yeah. He has a lot more health than
Okay.
the other ones.
Okay, then since I have a good speed, gonna go here just so someone can flank if they want.
So, wisdom save. to
So
see
they
if-
do get a wisdom save for that one, but they can't take reactions. Being shocked and grasped.
Your thing is a 14, right?
Yep.
Okay, he almost got there. He got a 12. And now it is his turn, so he gets another one. Maybe he won't suck. No, that's a 5. This spell is so fucking frustrating.
Not skeletons.
They're not
So
skeletons.
Chidi's just like looking down at him sympathetically, going, "Oh, isn't this sad? You might die laughing for just whatever measly coin I had in my pocket. This is funny, huh?"
So this guy was intimidated, so he's just leaving. He's leaving the map. He's booked it. He's gone. That one's dead. This one is also still trying to leave. So he also books it off into parts unknown. So now it's just you guys and
Just
the one
as
bandit.
they run off, so Chidi's just yelling at him because they're the closest. It's like, "Don't forget to tell your friends about this."
There's also the guy down south.
Yeah, he got deleted somehow. He had the 11. There we go. So we have two bandits here. One of them has an angry flaming dwarf in his face, and the other one is literally dying as he laughs on the ground.
noticing my young ward is in danger, gonna take an action to dash.
To be fair, I don't think anybody was in danger from these bandits.
Sure.
Well, old man should not let children get into more danger than they should. So, I'm coming, young one. He's just poking into us. My physique is not built for speed.
Not built for dashing.
Oriente is just standing there like, I could have made you faster. You just had to ask.
Yeah, he's already gone.
He's already gone. It's just him going, I could have made you faster.
Okay. Kara, what are you gonna do?
Should I take what I'm pretty sure will get rid of this bandit, or just take a swing?
Whichever you want to do.
Let's go flashy.
You can.
You see, as she bangs, she swing this guy and instead swings around, it clanks off her shield once, twice. The head of the hammer heats up, and on the third swing, it's an arc. And I rolled like ass. Good to know.
And what was the spell?
But on the third arc swing, it's just a big lash of fire that
Sick.
swings out.
Dex save. Okay, Dex save.
Oh, did not say dex save on that. My bad. That's weird.
Oh, it just gave me the fire damage.
I'm gonna have to fix that.
It's good.
Yeah, it's not considered a saving throw in the fucking.
It's roll 20. It happened. He
I
doesn't
grabbed
make
this.
it.
That's fine. So he gets 4 damage because I rolled 2 ones. And a 3. I mean, 2.
Is it fire or like melted slag?
Yeah, it's fire. She just swings the hammer and it's just fire.
Sparks.
Okay. Since you did
Big old
that,
shower of sparks.
I will give you a free. You don't have to say anything like Olaf did. You can just do a free intimidate check if you would like to him to stop fighting.
Oh, she just screams.
Okay.
Just a loud scream as she's running on pure adrenaline and has no idea what she's doing.
And if you would like, you can use a you can use your strength score for that.
Oh, rad.
So what is your
Last
modifier?
count?
Let me fix
Oh, no,
that.
it's only saves.
Let's see. She's 0 modifier at her normal intimidation with the strength score. That's a +4,
14,
which would be 17.
Yeah, that is more than enough to scare the shit out of this bandit. He drops his crossbow that is now on fire, and he's just like, okay! Thought this was a bad idea in the first place!
She takes a moment just to stomp the crossbow and shout, "Your crossbow is shite!"
I don't have to do that. It was a good crossbow. It was kind of mean. Does not say any of this very loud because you are on fire in his face and you burned the shit out of him. Okay, so this bandit has surrendered. This bandit is incapacitated and you can surround him, so if you would like, you can tie them up and take them to town.
And the spear back. To the
Thank
bugbear.
you. Thank you. Oh, it only has a little blood on it. That's a shame.
That's the digitation of the way. Or, wait, you were wanting more blood?
It's fine, no worries. I prefer my blood to be earned.
Okay, then I'm gonna go and just kind of. She goes and starts rifling through the person she killed.
Law of acquisition.
Alright.
Oriente just chuckles, tying up the guy, and then being like, is he conscious or is he still just cackling?
He's still just laughing. You can clearly see that
It's
he
concentration
really
for a
wants to
minute,
stop.
so it will pass.
Yeah, I just figured
Would-
that you're not going to drop concentration because it's funny.
No, this is funny.
Would you like me to make you stop laughing? I'm not hearing a no, so we will make you stop laughing.
You're just gonna put him in a sleeper hold. It's a big bicep. Don't fight it.
It's not a sleeper hold, it's just really quick bounce his head off the ground. He's not dead, but he's gonna have a concussion.
I will say that just knocks him out. Because you got him dead to rights, so no matter what you do... This guy, gonna tie him up too? Dave?
Oh yeah,
This one.
Alright.
I thought he ran.
No, he surrendered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Olaf would have run over to Kara. I was like, "Are you all right, young one?"
She is very pale and looks jittery as fuck.
Oh, damn, Ciro. You find 8 gold on his pockets and a scimitar.
It's like,
Yes, Elder. I am completely fine.
Stumbles over to you, puts both hands on your shoulders. He's like, I was not expecting such a... He looks back at the charred, smoldering corpse. Lively encounter. But I'm glad you are safe, young one.
Yeah, I didn't get hit. It's just your furry friend who got shot.
Oh, yes. Wouldn't be the first time I've seen it happen.
If I don't get shot within a week and a half or so, I get a little worried.
Yes,
Understanding.
people tend to make judgments on his appearance. Oh, I need a breather.
You get one bad bugbear, and all of a sudden we're all monsters. Woohoo!
Do you need a drink or anything? You look...
I have plenty of drinks. I just need a place to sit down.
just gonna help him over to a log or something.
Yeah, this rock looks nice. Ugh. Oh, that's more excitement than I am used to.
Oh, while they're tied up, Sluchini's gonna totally loot the other two.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, that's
Another-
interesting. Sorry.
What was interesting? Go ahead.
So if you like click and hold like your token, like you're gonna move it, if you right click it while holding it, you pop up a
Oh,
line.
open character. Wait, what?
Oh,
Okay, so if you left click and hold it, like picking
I
up
see
your,
what you
your
mean.
token, then you right click it, you get a line like it measures distance while you're holding your token, so you don't have to measure it and then go, okay, fuck that.
That's nice.
Oh shit.
Yeah. The only problem is you will like probably ping your map every time you do this.
You
Sorry.
Oh, that's nice.
lucky as fuck, Ciro. Another scimitar and 7 more gold. This guy has a slightly more. No, just 8 more from the Bandit Chieftain. And let me see, what did he have for a weapon?
Doubled my gold. Almost.
Another scimitar and a couple daggers that seem really nice for...
Okay. I'll take one of the nice daggers.
Oh.
And so 3 scimitars and a couple of daggers.
Yep. Not bad.
you're a good fighter, magic person.
Did they just call her a badge person?
Magic.
Magic person.
Oh, magic. I thought you were calling the fire dwarf match person, like little match girl.
Oh no, he's over here making sure that they're not gonna like run away if he turns around for a second, like tying
Yeah.
feet. And he goes, "You're a good fighter, magic person."
Wasn't so much fighting as just kind of slapping around, and a really good joke.
I mean, every fight is a good fight. If you are not dead.
It's good to see everybody is in one piece. Especially you, stranger. Since you're the one being accosted.
Oh, I mean, I appreciate the concern, but I was really in no danger.
And who was I to stand by? Doing nothing. I am
I
Olaf!
appreciate it.
I am Olaf, brother to Seals! He reaches out his right hand. This is my young ward, Kara! Puts out his left hand. And this is an old acquaintance of mine.
I am Orente. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah. Pleasure to meet you all, I suppose. I am Socini.
I assume you were heading to Saltmarsh.
Not yet. It's really the only thing around here worth going to, and even then, that's not saying much. But
Oh,
Next up on
nonsense!
the
There
road.
is worth even in the quietest of places.
There is salt and there is a marsh. There is something of value there. They would not have called it Saltmarsh.
Your salt is very important after all.
Good for cleaning wounds.
And curing meats.
don't salt wounds. So she's like, you don't actually salt your wounds, do you? That's madness.
Forgive him, his sense of humor is a little different than ours.
I have only salted my wounds once. It is not a common thing.
Those once would be enough.
Yes.
Car rolls her eyes and then goes, he's a cleric of the sea and nonsense. Does all kinds of things he really shouldn't.
No, the salt of the wounds was my own fault. I did not want them to rot any more than they were rotting. It's fine.
Oh, thank you.
You're a friend of this idiot, which explains much.
One can find friends anywhere if you try hard enough. No, thank you, Kara. I think I've gotten my second wind. He gets up and he's gonna waddle over to the conscious bandit. No, my young friend. Why don't you inform me of what drove you to such desperate straits to prey upon road travelers?
He just kind of looks confused and he goes, nothing? It's just really easy.
What? As opposed to good and honest work?
Yeah.
So you think it is easy, and then someone like I comes along with my associates, and then you get in danger. Tell me, my friend, so what were you before you became a brigand?
Not much. Didn't have anything. Are you asking for my backstory? I didn't give him one.
He puts his hands on his shoulders. It's like, I know you have done wrong, but violence for the sake of violence alone and mere profit. Oh, that is no way to live. We shall take you to the authorities of the town, but perhaps if you have a change of heart, your life can improve.
Yeah, we'll see.
We shall see, yes.
Actually, have a question for your boss. Unless you think you might be able to answer it for us. As they pull up a just straight up, they just pull up a trumpet as they start playing a short little funeral march tune,
Okay.
and then just like almost as if like as they go, so where's your stash?
He goes really quiet for a second and then looks at the unconscious idiot next to him. And he'll like look at the rest of you, know that he has no fucking chance. And he goes, and on the map he's going to indicate something over here. Let me put you back on there. There. He's gonna point like over here.
Now, if you excuse me, and he looks back to the corpse, I will give him a proper burial.
And Cyril, where he's indicating is where you can faintly see the outline of what looks like a crumbling, ruined tower on a cliff. You'd have to go either across the bay or back up around the hills and climb them that way. Because it's up on a cliff top.
Good to know. And they kind of like look over to the bugbear and they go, you know, these bandits, they always have a stash somewhere or a hideout where they keep their ill-gotten goods.
Yes, that would make sense. I don't know how we will cross the river.
Sometimes they'll keep hostages there for people for ransoms. My cousin, that's how my cousin got nabbed while on the road one day. I had to send some mercenaries in to get him back. Should have just paid him the ransom.
Yeah.
Does that story end with your cousin dying? Is that why they should have just paid the ransom?
Oh, they survived. Missing an ear, but they're alive.
Good to know as a DM. Just let me write that down.
That is fair. Better to, live with a severed ear than be dead like my comrades. Why am I going Russian? I am going Russian.
Because it's
This
easy.
is
Well,
fine.
you went Scottish for
wow.
half a minute too.
This is fine. This is Bugbear. It can be both.
You're dialing it in slowly to see what happens.
We're gonna see where this goes. No promises of it being good.
Okay. So eventually you all start moving back towards Saltmarsh with your two idiots in tow. Doesn't take you long afterwards and nothing else happens on the road. Can you see this map? Is this a map that
No.
you can see?
All blank.
Nope.
Thank you, roll 20.
We need to have a token down somewhere.
You might.
Let's find out. Still not visible.
I don't say anything to Sochini.
me see. Vision.
Yeah, I saw her token appear, but it's still blank.
Vision. Night vision.
Sometimes you have to refresh page to see changes when they from time to time.
Right, right.
Man.
Also, it's the
Oh,
fucking...
it did appear.
Nope, it is still black square of death.
Well, you gotta put yourselves down on it, I guess. But let me see if I can just turn it off, because you should be able to see all of this fucking...
It's visible now for me. Now that I've refreshed and put my token down.
I probably refreshed a half a second too early.
Happened for me too, but
So I accidentally deleted the Sluchini token, and I lost sight of Olaf. Is the only thing else I could see on the map.
I don't know why...
Fog of War is weird.
I still can't see anything.
Daylight mode is on. You should be able to see this entire map. I don't understand.
have you placed your token, Raves?
I was pretty sure I did.
I've
I
got a
dragged them to
token
the
on the
map.
map.
You have two tokens, in fact.
Oh,
I don't see yours, Raven.
put it on there, but I guess it did.
Oh.
I just
No, it's
I
black
just-
again. Roll 20! Why are you like this, Roll 20?
Because
now,
it is-
now I'm getting worried for some maps that I have in Brighton Tide coming up.
I don't think you need to worry. It's mostly modules that seem to have issues.
Yeah, when you do it yourself, it's usually fine, but it's just like, come on.
Because TT wasn't having trouble whenever they did the small feats. Ah,
Oh, there we go.
There!
Oh,
Fucking...
no, it's black again.
it flashed in for a second.
Let me refresh. Let me refresh.
I'm refreshing. Yeah.
I can refresh again.
Find all your tokens and fucking delete you in the meantime. Hold on.
Nope, it's
I'm
still
visible.
black void.
Working for me.
Yep, still blank.
But let me drag a token here in bottom right, and which is probably ocean. Nope, still just a void.
Why do you like this, Roll 20?
Why are you like this? I don't even know what I did to get the other one to work.
Moving right along across a map that I can't see.
Oh my god. Reveal, please. Holy shit.
Maybe the real threat we met wasn't the bandits. Roll 20.
I tested these maps. I could see them. And now it's not fucking working. God, I hate this shit. Alright, let me see.
Now it's visible again, but I didn't do anything. uh,
So as we travel to the Saltmarsh, tell me more about yourselves.
Yeah, please. I'll let you know when I'm done with the shit. Please talk amongst yourselves.
Just a wandering musician.
Oh, you perform instruments. Tell me, which instrument is your favorite?
Well, I only have one on me, but I'm pretty good at the viol,
Ooh,
which I think is a violet.
Yeah,
Violin.
It's a small
A
violin.
violet.
Yes.
he's
Yeah.
a small boy.
Yeah, but yeah, what I have is this about the trumpet.
Ooh, very interesting.
It is not every musician that can shoot lightning from their fingertips.
Well, I can't shoot it. It's I touch things. It's more of a family gift than a magic thing.
It is still very impressive. It is like how I can sneak up on an entire party and not notice.
I mean, I heard you all laughing, or him laughing, from quite a ways away.
Yes. And then they did not hear me. It was very easy to sneak up on.
Can anybody see now?
Nope.
I can.
I can.
I'm in the ocean.
I cannot. It's because I don't have a token?
Your token is there.
Oh. No, I still cannot see.
Me.
And as for you, Olaf,
And I don't know which one to delete, because I don't know which one has the site.
Both of them should have sight.
Oh, I know. I'll overlap them.
and you, Olaf, how did you get
It
in
works.
charge of a ward?
I was passing through, and this young firecracker. Oh, I was told she's been causing a bit of a ruckus where she is from. She was put under my wing. And together we are traveling, seeing the world, broadening her horizons.
It's-
You said your brother to seals? Shouldn't that be under your flipper?
I was about to say, more like sleep.
Don't get him started. He'll do this.
Oh no, he does this all the time. There is no avoiding this. Better
Oh, I
than
know,
brain.
I know.
That
But you
is
can-
good one.
But you
I
can
will
lessen
have to
it.
remember it.
And you, Carabray.
It's Carabrin.
Carabrin, apologies. I am
You just
not
call
the-
me Cara if you can't pronounce the whole thing.
No,
Okay.
young one.
Alright, Kara. Tell me, why are you so fiery and hot-headed? That is polite. Not literally, like why are you traveling with Olaf? He said you were a firecracker, which usually means you are spontaneous and loud.
It's because the old smiths back at my mountain didn't take kindly to trying to alter their sacred practices. And when I made something that was much better than I should have, quote unquote, he turned right around and said my work was shite. So I swung at his head, and they seem to take umbrage when you try and clobber one of the great smith elders.
Did you hit him?
Nearly. The old bastard was very fast, and he decked me. The next thing I knew, I was waking up in a tribunal.
That's
So
fair.
I do it again too. The old fuck had it coming.
I like this one. You are a good friend, Kara.
Just don't call my work shite, and I won't have to take you down.
I would never call you work shy. I cannot master the art of the metals. Not room for me to talk.
It's good, because you'd go up in a second if I start shooting fire everywhere.
He smiles. He's like, I have a few tricks up my own sleeve. Do not worry. It would be much more fun than you think. Maybe sometime later we can fight each other.
Okay. One more try. Does everybody have vision? And if not, could you refresh your page?
Okay.
I can see.
I have vision.
See.
How far can you see?
The entire
I
map.
see the whole map.
Okay.
I see nothing. Oh wait, never mind. I see a spot.
Can you put your token there so I can give you vision on that one for some reason?
Yeah, I put it down on the spot I can see.
Where?
It was here. Ping. Around there somewhere.
Why can you see there?
It is many a good day.
Oh, here it is. There, I see me. Yay. Yeah, I can see things. Holy shit. Sorry, Scott.
Okay. Now that
can
you
see
can all
everything.
fucking see your hands in front of your faces.
Oh, that eclipse was intense and random.
It is one for the stars to shadow and lighten the world at their own whims.
So you begin to come up to the gates of Saltmarsh, and you see two guards standing outside of gatehouses, one on either side of some, a fairly large portcullis. And they see you coming, and they call out to you and go, "Hey, what's your business here?"
Oh. We bring forth some scoundrels!
Some highway brigands.
Oh? And you see that there's one older guard and a younger one, and the younger one just gives you curious glances. The older one looks a little more suspicious about some of your appearances. Doesn't bring it up. He's too polite for that, but you can see that he's giving you a side eye. But the younger one does come out, and he looks over the bandits that you've caught, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I'm looking for this one in particular."
He is taking a nap.
He is taking a nap.
He is over Orente's shoulder, just like he's taking a nap. Where would you like me to put him?
Well, there's a reward for him. Over here, and he's gonna, gesture you through the gates and then point beyond this field here to this. There's a very faintly visible tower. There's a captain over there, Captain Eleanor. He's got a reward posted for this guy. You should probably take him over there. Let him take care of it.
Sounds like plan. Thank you very much.
You in town for anything in particular? The older guard pipes up. Besides this,
I was told there was some shenanigans going down in the forest. I had come to check it out, and then these polite gentlemen here with the very interesting hairdo was being accosted by these people, so me and my friends
Oh,
stopped him.
woman.
Woman, sorry. Person. Woman? I don't get these words.
and there's just kind of like a confused and sort of suspicious look at you and goes, which forest are you talking about? Yeah, you talking...
Which forest am I talking about?
In particular, for you, you would be talking about the Dreadwood.
I believe in the local dialect it is called the Dreadwood.
Going messing in with the things
Just
in
from the
there.
name alone, that sounds like shenanigans.
By the name alone, it has the shenanigans, but my druid leaders highly recommended that my expertise in fighting things would be very useful there.
Possibly. That would be something where you would go up to Burl. They have an outpost there that deals with incursions from that place, so they would have what you're looking for more than we do. Why exactly are you here at Saltmarsh? And the younger guard just kind of like slaps him a little bit. Stop being a suspicious asshole. Seriously, you're gonna drive away everybody. He does it. He's a little gruff, but he's just, worried a little bit.
Well,
having
it
some
is
problems lately. But you're welcome to come in. You have, you have business in town, at least for these fellas.
Yes. I promise I will not start any shenanigans.
Well, if you would like to start the shenanigans, I would appreciate it if you kept it to the taverns.
Yes. I promise I will not
There are
start
taverns here!
Well, yeah,
Most splendid!
there's a few taverns here. There's the Wicker Goat, and that's down here. It's pretty close. And then there's the Snap and Line. That's over here a little farther, down by the docks. If you'd like the, not have this fishy smell while you drink, probably go to the Wicker Goat.
Oh,
It's the-
I happen to enjoy the smell of the sea.
Well, each to their own. Alright, come on in so we can close the gate again.
It sounds like a good plan, thank you. Let us go turn in the napping man and the one who came willingly.
You riddled toy, why did you launch me across the map?
Like rubber band.
Because this map is cursed.
Yeah, I'm hitting the button to go left, and I was going down at an angle. What the fuck?
This map is completely and utterly cursed. So you come up to this. It's not a really impressive building or anything. It's a 60-foot tower built out of very sturdy rocks. You can tell it's been here for a very long time because there's moss growing in the cracks, vines growing down from the top of it, but it looks like it's still very sturdy.
It's good building.
There's another guard posted there, and he's like, "What's your business? The Hool Watchtower?" And
The fellows at the gate said you had a reward and were taking prisoners here, and he just dumps the guy on the ground. Prisoner.
There's some rather rude travelers out on the road decided to instigate their own, little travel tax.
One of them shot me, yes.
This little fucker. Yeah.
People ran off into the wilderness, but
Do you want to meet the captain, or you just want me to go in and get your reward for you? And just get these idiots off your hands.
I would personally like to meet Captain. Makes things easier later on.
Yes, let us see their face, so we might make a connection.
Well, right. And he waves you in, but he does take the two idiots from you. Like, he holds out his hands for the lead ropes that you have. Right, so he leads you up to, or he gets somebody else to lead you up to the captain's office. Well, he takes the two bandits off. When you knock on the door, you see this this guy sitting at a desk, and he looks up and at you, and like, Olaf is like sturdy. He's a sturdily built dwarf. This guy looks just as sturdy, and he's twice the size.
Jesus.
Ooh.
His beard is not quite as long or as fantastic, and you can tell that he's getting on in age because most of it is turning silver. And there is a slash over one eye. You think he could still see out of it, but you're not entirely sure. He goes, "Hey, what's this then? What do you want?"
Did you say this is a dwarf or a human?
This is a human. You can tell that this is a human, but he's built like you, except twice your size.
Ah, a big barrel then.
Yes.
I am told you are the captain of the guard around here.
I am? And he stands from his chair and starts to come around his desk to greet you. And you hear wooden knocking every time he takes a step with his left leg. And as he comes around, you can see why, because he's got like a finely carved wooden peg leg. What's your business here?
Greetings, my friend.
Greetings?
As we were each coming to Saltmarsh for our own reasons, which we will share, but we apprehended some scoundrels on the road.
Oh, that's always good. You happen to know who he was, what he looked like, what was his name? He like flips open like a scroll that he has, and he's like looking down a list of names. It looks like who you brought in determines who you got, what reward you got. Which means I would like one of you to roll a d10, and one of you to roll a d8.
Wants what?
I'll take the D8.
Okay. Alright. You give him,
The
like,
average.
give him an average, given the description of the guy. I don't want to pull out too much of it, but like, oh yeah, that guy's not the highest on the list, but not bad.
Yes, he is unconscious. Back over there.
Wonderful audience member, though.
Yeah, not too bad. Here, the reward for that one is, and he like plunks a small pouch on his desk. He goes, "That's about 75 GP for you."
Thank you.
Find any of them else, and you can take them in. Bring them over here.
We had managed to take down a third, but tragically they were slain in the heat of battle.
Well, that was the reward for his entire gang, so... Him himself would have been 50, but you got another person with him. No, he puts down another 15. Since you say that you killed another one.
Yeah, they were, if you want, they were buried on the side of the road if you want confirmation, but doubt you'll be that thorough.
He waves his hand and goes, "You drag that idiot in, I can take your word for it. If you're
Actually,
interested..."
he is the easiest one of the bunch to take down.
Oh, that's gotta be embarrassing for him. If you're interested, I do have more jobs, but you said you're in town for a reason, so I won't take up all your time. 75 plus 15, so...
75 divided by 4 is 18.75.
So be essentially 18 gold and 75
So
silver.
90 divided 4 ways, 22 and a half each.
Yeah, so you have
So
some
22
silver
gold
pieces
and
in there.
5 silver.
Alright.
Excellent.
That's a nice little sum of money for early game.
Yeah, you took in the big guy, so you get a little bit more than you would have.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Olaf, brother to seals. A wandering cleric of the Seal Mother. And I've come this way with my young ward, Kara, to invest. After hearing trouble was brewing.
Oh? I don't see many of the Seal Mother worshippers down this far. What exactly are you down here for? Trouble where? Gonna have to be a bit more specific. There's trouble everywhere at Saltmarsh.
Precisely, my friend. It seems you have your fair share of tribulations.
Well, there's nothing we can't handle.
All but more hands lighten the load, don't you think? After all, we managed to apprehend these ones.
That is true. Well, I can tell you what I have available for mercenary groups, you know. Or, you can come back later if you find yourself in need of work.
He will, pat. And say, and my friend here, he came also hearing things brewing with the local druid circle.
Yes, I have come on request of my own circle to investigate the Dreadwoods and help calm them, and I quote, and he says, reaching into a pocket, pulling out, "Calm them the fuck down. They're getting too wild."
Good luck with that. Been wild for hundreds of years now.
It is the woods. I do not know what they mean by make it less wild. That does not seem to make sense in my eyes. But I am here to make sure it doesn't eat too many people.
Well, yeah, that's something. There is an outpost up in Burl if you wanted to go out up there sometime and go into the Dreadwood. They could tell you more what the real dangers of it is. I know on the outskirts it gets real nasty with some goblin tribes, orc tribes sometimes, depending on if they have enough to eat up in their hills.
Mm-hmm.
At the moment, though, let's see here. Well, it's kind of stupid.
What is kind of stupid?
Well, you see, there's, he just kind of, like, hefts his entire bulk onto the corner of his desk to sit on it. And it shifts the entire thing up a centimeter before it goes back down. And it's like 200 pounds of oak.
Mm-hmm.
This man's got giant in his ancestry.
If you're looking for something to do immediately, like I said, it's dumb. But a fella did come in a couple days ago, real upset about the old mansion down south. He said the lights were on in there, flickering, and he could hear somebody screaming. Couldn't find anything, and he said he was sleeping in there, you know, because it's shelter. It wasn't the greatest weather a couple nights ago. And he said that there was a skeleton moving around, and listen, I don't believe a word he says. I don't think that place is haunted or anything. I think there's something going on. I think he saw something. What he saw, I don't know. And at the moment, I don't have enough people to go down and check it out. Because it's not a huge priority. If you want something to do right away, that's what I've got for you. If you want to wait for a couple, like, tomorrow, possibly, I'll have something lined up more in your wheelhouse.
Arente's gonna look to Olaf and be like, I mean, it could be interesting.
I do love a good mystery.
The spooky house.
In a spooky house. If you want to talk to the guy, I think he's staying at the Snapping Line. Yeah, I think he's staying there.
Oh, Providence! The Seal Mother smiles upon us.
If you say so. That place always smells too much like fish for me to enjoy it.
It is not a problem for him.
I don't imagine it would be.
Tell which place would tip entertainers better.
Let me see here. Well, the Wicker Goat is the oldest tavern in town, and it's got all the dwarven miners that have come into town recently. So it's got more people at a time usually, but tipping better. Not a lot of people go and play at the Snapping Line, so you might get more tips for just the thrill of music.
I see.
Also, he says, seeing that you're rocking a trumpet, they're a bit more rowdy in there, so they'll probably like the louder stuff.
Excellent.
Alright, you got anything else for me? You need any questions? Like I said, I got...
This is a good town where people will not scream in streets if I walk down street, yes?
You'll get some funny looks, but nobody will
Funny.
scream outright.
Good. I accidentally wandered into a village the other day and I got called monster, I got chased out with pitchforks, and I just walked into town.
No, don't worry about that. Like I said, funny looks. Probably,
Yeah.
possibly a few snide remarks under their breath, but nothing to your face, because nobody's gonna say anything to your face, are they?
Nope. I'll have to see it.
Alright. Anything else, or can I stop doing this voice before it shreds my throat?
Yes.
Good.
Let us go to the tavern.
It's
How
this
hard can it be? We are going to go into town.
one. Yeah, it's
Da
this
da
one
dee
right
da
here.
da dee da. Why do I have that song stuck in my head?
So you're passing by. There's pretty obviously a bridge there.
Yes.
You were a fae, right?
I believe I'm actually a goblinoid, if I remember right.
It depends on what
Let
stat
me
block
check.
you used.
Fey ancestry. I am actually a Fey. You are correct.
So as soon as you step foot on this bridge, nobody else seems to react to it. Unless Sloichi is also fae. I think you're not, though.
No, Ergenasi.
Everybody else starts clambering across this stone bridge, and you step on it, and the instant your foot touches this bridge, you feel nauseous. Like, the bridge feels like it's swaying underneath you, and until you get to the other side, your vision kind of blanks out a little bit, you feel like you're going to throw up, and then as soon as you touch the cobblestones on the other side, it goes away.
Ugh. Ugh.
Are you alright, my friend?
I believe so. Just rivers and bridges and weird rules from ancient ancestors.
Come, we will put a stiff drink in you, and that way you don't sway so much.
I believe drinks do the opposite and make you sway.
Okay.
I think it's about finding the correct mixture, or the correct amount.
Yes, indeed.
Isn't the correct amount all of it?
So, as you get closer to the snapping line, you can tell that it is going to be a quirky place because it's built from the hulls of at least a dozen different ships all slapped together. And the door... God damn it, cat. The door just looks like a giant porthole, and it swings inward.
I didn't like this place.
And there's not a lot of people at this time of day, but there are a few, including a young man out over in the corner, loudly reciting a ghost story and being plied with drinks to continue it. Seems like this is the guy that claims that he ran into a ghost the other day.
Let us gather around, my friends.
Yes.
So
And Olaf will waddle over to the bartender. My fellow. Tap, rap on the bar.
there ain't no fella here, and you see a lady come out. She's not quite as big as the captain was, but she's a well-built woman. She could snap you in half very easily. Name's Hannah. What can I get for you? Welcome to the snapping line.
Ha! You have a fine-looking establishment here. Now tell me, what would be the price of buying everyone around?
Everyone in the tavern at the moment?
He
just
nods
your friends?
enthusiastically. Everyone.
Ah, everyone. And that is going to be 5 gold, my good sir. Depending on what you're drinking.
And what is available, my good woman?
Well, I've got saltwater ale. You know, it's a little it's an acquired taste. I don't know if
I will take that for myself at the very least.
well, all right. Got regular stuff. Got some dwarvish stuff now. There's, you know, traders coming in.
Some proper brew.
And simple, I could go for some wine.
I got some of that. It might not be quite to your taste. It's a little sweet for most people.
On the road, you don't really. You learn not to complain, really.
All right. Well, since you're so enthusiastic about it, that's still 5 gold, and she pours everybody drinks, depending on what you want. She's giving you a steep discount.
Oh! A run for everyone!
You see the table that is plying the young man with drinks kind of cheers, and he tries to cheer, but he's like, "Hey!" So what are
Call that fucked.
what are you two drinking, Kara and oh my god,
Ariete?
Ariente? Thank you. Christ, that was bad. My brain just died. Sorry.
I will try this saltwater beer brew. I am curious. Most curious.
Kara will also try it because it's the local specialty.
Pretty brave for outsiders. Okay. And she pours it and puts it under your noses. And you can smell that it's salty.
Very good.
Slurpees look at Olaf like, what the fuck?
It smells a little bit like seawater. You're pretty sure that it's been brewed with seawater. And it looks like mud.
Oh, it's one of those deep brown ales. Okay.
Yeah. Except
Oh,
it's not clear.
Looks at it and goes, "No offense, but this looks like you fished the kegs up out of the surf after a shipwreck from like 10 years prior."
That's where it starts, yeah!
Oh, I'll stick with the wine, please.
Don't blame me.
Experimentally, Carl will take just like a little sip just to see how it tastes.
It doesn't actually taste that bad. Have you ever had like saltwater taffy?
Ooh.
It's a little saltier than actual saltwater taffy, but it's pleasant going down, mildly sweet, which is weird for ale, and pleasantly salty. It's kind of like just drinking a saltwater taffy.
Her face screws up into a look of just like confusion because she was not expecting any of this except salty.
Arente shrugs and just starts chugging.
Like she's like, I'm not used to my ale tasting so sweet. That's better than the piss water most places serve. And then she just almost shotguns the entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just,
He doesn't
dwarven
immediately,
drinking style.
Olaf doesn't immediately drink his. He not before taking some very deep inhales. It's like, he's like clearly he's like taking mental notes because he too is a brewer.
Oh.
You must share with me how you concoct this, and immediately starts.
Hannah waves a finger at you and goes, I don't care how handsome you are. You're not getting my secret recipe.
That is fair. It is a very good drink.
What can I do for you besides that? Y'all look like you're new in town.
Yes.
Then you hear like another very loud exclamation from the table, poking the young man to tell his story again, and she just kind of looks over at him like annoyed. Like, you gotta have better stories than him.
Yeah. I watched our musical friend here electrocute a man to death.
Now that's interesting. Tell me more.
Well, we were on the road, and then by we on the road, it was me, because I had just joined my friend Olaf here, and Kara, and I did this by sneaking up on them, because I know Olaf likes that. And we were walking down the road, and we hear a kerfuffle, and... Apologies, Sarah, I'm blanking on your character's name.
Sloichi.
Locini.
Socini. See? I'm doing it again. You're more
It's
Italian.
straight up just it's one of the random name. It's just the first random name that Roll20 gave when I made the character sheet. I like, you know what? That works.
Slow
Just be
cheaty. Kind of sounds like a
I did.
Jawa.
You know, I thought that too. At least I didn't go with the last name it provided. Gigunk.
And we met our friends Lucini. They were being accosted by a group of bandits, and we thought that was very rude. There were 6 of them and one of Lucini. So we came and helped. And then it turns out Lucini didn't need all that much help, because one of the ones who decided they wanted to get up close and personal, she snuck behind and just electrocuted with a simple hand touch. It was very impressive.
Well, they were already wounded, apparently. They looked like they had been scorched. And I'm getting a little self-conscious with how you just keep bringing it up.
I watched you murder a man and I liked it.
It's why I appreciated your skill and effort. It was very impressive. I can appreciate somebody who can make death look pretty.
It sounded like it was impressive.
And then our friend Kara here, one of the fastest people I have seen in the battlefield, literally running from one side to the other, beating enemies in melee. I threw a rock at somebody. It's usefulness of a sling.
Threw a spear at the guy, too.
Well, yes, but like you had already knocked him down. At that point, I was just making sure he wasn't going anywhere.
Sell yourself short. Slings are more dangerous than most people think.
Yeah, I didn't kill the man that I hit with the sling. He got away. So if you see a rough-looking dwarf or human, I wasn't quite sure. I didn't get the best look at him. With a welt about the size of this, and he makes like what would be a clenched human fist, shape in his palm, square on the forehead. Yeah, that was from me.
Good job.
He clacks the bug down. His whiskery mustache is sopping wet. He's got an expression like this.
Alright, make sure to write this shit down, by the way, because I'm gonna forget because I pulled this out of my ass. So, you ran into trouble on the road to Saltmarsh. Are you here for a reason? You here for, and she looks over at the two dwarves, the mine that just opened, maybe? Don't want to assume anything, but...
Like, Kara certainly huffs at that, and how dare you assume anything, teenager kind of way.
Oh, forgive my sulky ward. Say, we too are merely travelers.
Yeah, we get enough of those on the way to somewhere else. You two?
Oh, I'm just kind of traveling the roads, making coins, stopping at places like these.
Fair enough.
Yeah, just wandering around.
Nothing
I am
wrong.
headed eventually to Dreadwood to make sure that the things that go bump in the night are staying in the woods and not eating people in the woods.
That's a pretty high goal that you set for yourself there.
Alright, it was kind of loosely just go burn some steam. You're punching too many people in fistfights and winning.
Well, you'll have plenty of things to fight over there. I tell you, I've been there for a while.
Oh, have you? Tell me more.
I didn't go too deep now, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
But, I'll tell you that I saw, and I know I saw it, no matter what nobody says to me. I know that there's hags in there.
Good. Good.
Kept running away before I could punch them.
Mm.
That's in the forest.
In the Dreadwood, yeah. The deeper
Kara
you go,
looks-
the worse
I'll
it
say it
gets.
again. I'll say it
Let's
again.
see.
But just with that name, that definitely sounds like the place.
Because like, Kara looks completely confused. As, why are you making a big fuss about some old ladies in a forest?
She a teenager?
He's nodding his head.
Excuse me, I am 60 years old. I am old enough to be.
You're a dwarf, that means you're a teenager.
Just whole face just kind of flushes. As like,
Excuse me.
You gonna start pouting now?
yes. Fucking pouts. Like, just looks into her mug, angry that she's already drunken it all. Just,
You're even more adorable when you try to be so serious.
I am very serious.
That is why you're very adorable.
If you want me, I'll try to take a swing at you, but they'd probably give me a sign to someone worse.
she does the thing like rubbing the temples and sighing.
I am glad we have come to your fine establishment and have partaken of your brews. But the other reason, in fact, we are here is that one over there.
Loudmouth? He hasn't got anything useful to say.
Maybe, maybe not. But I heard he had a most interesting experience.
Oh, he says he did. She just kind of rolls her eyes and goes, to tell you the truth, that place is a little creepy, sure, but I've been there several times. I've never seen any ghost like he says he did. Heard some
You've been
sounds
there before. You've been there before.
a couple of times, going back and forth. It's an easy rest point. Here to the other town, down south. and I can't remember the name of right now. Hold on 1 second. Seaton. Heading down to Seaton or going down to the Dwarven Mine, you pass right by it, and nobody lives there. Easy shelter. Might hear some noises in the night, but I mean, it's full of rats. Probably just got
Rats are
spooked.
good friends.
Idiot probably just got spooked by a rat. That's my bet.
Oh! I bet it was a great big rat.
Maybe. Possibly. Those are around too.
Great, nothing I like more than wild around a structure that could go up in flames the moment you cough at it.
Oh, it's pretty sturdy.
Rolls her eyes at that.
Just are. She looks like she wants to pinch your cheeks, but doesn't. So, Sluchini, have you taken a sip of your wine yet?
Yeah, I've been taking sips of it, I assumed.
Okay, so, this tastes really interesting. Like she said, it is sweet, but in a really savory way.
Mm.
It tastes a little fishy, actually. Like, and the more you taste it, the more you realize that there's like, this tastes like liquid alcoholic lobster meat.
I like lobster in general, but that just sounds disgusting.
How's that brew
It's
treating
just
you
like-
over there?
What is it?
He just kind of grins at you and goes, "That's my other specialty. Actually, it's my Grammy's specialty. It's not for everybody. It's made from potatoes and lobster. It's our claw wine."
The hell's a lobster?
She points up behind her where there is a gigantic lobster just carcass mounted to the wall. That.
Oh,
Like, this is a giant... This would, in game terms, this would be a giant lobster.
Gotcha. Just a little like, oh shit. You know, not
Oh!
big.
That must have been a fine catch.
That was pretty good eating. I can't lie. It was my first
So,
lobster.
When she turns her back to admire it, Slurchini just reaches over and pours the wine into Olaf's cup.
He starts slurping it. It's like, oh. It's like, Seal Mother blesses me with an ever full cup.
I can't blame you. That sounds absolutely horrendous, and that's in the book. And I'm like, ugh! Why though?
Ugh. I wasn't sure if you were making that up to fuck with us or
No.
not, but Jesus.
That one's in the book, and I'm like,
It's-
oh, that's terrible. I have to do that to
Like
them.
Slurchini knows not to piss off your bartender, but she it was very hard not to go, potatoes and lobster, that is not a wine, you made a vodka.
You made a fucked up vodka is what you did. Look at what you did. You gave it anxiety.
Gave it lobster.
But you don't want my fish and
Now,
stories.
see, lobster, I don't know why, but lobster vodka sounds more edible than
Palatable?
lobster wine.
Yeah,
Because you expect vodka to be terrible.
there is bacon flavored vodka, so if they can make bacon flavor, they can make a lobster flavor. I don't know
There's
what they
flavor-
would do with it.
There is a flavor of vodka for every flavor known to man, which includes out there lobster.
I'm gonna look that
I
up
know-
later.
Well, I
You said that you could make anything in a vodka. Same thing with moonshine. I'm almost positive there must be lobster moonshine out
So-
there in Maine somewhere.
So I was watching a video and there's this dude who made crab vodka. Like steams and cooks a whole ass crab, seasons it, and then puts the crab in barrels to ferment with the fucking the vodka. And he's
Oh,
using an invasive species, and his plan is to basically make a demand for it so he can make more of it, so he can, put a dent in the invasive species.
That's good.
does it taste
Green
good?
crab, I think it is. Yeah. Like, I have no idea. But he allegedly says it tastes good, and he likes a sip now and again on his way to work.
Ugh.
I
Ugh.
don't fucking know. It sounds the worst. So, if he's doing that, lobster vodka definitely exists somewhere.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I bet they
Thinking
make.
of
I bet they make Bloody Marys with it. Actually, I bet that's what they do with it. Blech.
Actually, doesn't
Oh, yeah,
sound
that would
terrible.
be-
Considering Bloody Marys are mostly just like lemon and tomato, that doesn't sound terrible for something lobster based.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sorry.
it's good. We all tangented it and went. Oh, I'm fucking insulted by this fucking wine. It's fine. We all reacted so viscerally to that. All right. So she doesn't notice you do that because she is telling Arente about and Olaf about her catch. That is her first catch. When she caught it when she was 11, she's going on about the story as you're pouring the wine in Olaf's cup. But you didn't come here for my fishing stories. Anybody want another round?
I would have liked to be keeping an ear out on what the guy telling his story.
Okay, so it's not hard to hear what he's saying at all. It's a little slurred, but the gist of the story that you get is he's like a traveling merchant of some sort, and he was coming with his it's just a little hand cart to sell goods from along the road, basically stopping at every little settlement and big town that he comes across. And he got caught in the rain, and he saw the rundown mansion, and he's like, "Oh, there's nobody there usually." And he goes inside, and he notices that there's light coming out from underneath some of the doorways that are jammed shut and aren't usually shut. And he hears noises behind them, movement of shadows, and noises that don't sound like animals, but also don't sound like humans.
Hmm.
And then he opened a closet door, and a skeleton fell out of it, and he almost had a heart attack, and he's sure that it's haunted because that skeleton had never been there before.
Hmm.
He said, "I ran for my life, I left my cart there, I went back to get it the next day, and nothing had happened to it."
Hmm.
And all of this is, he's being encouraged to keep telling it, and it keeps getting more and more embellished. Like at one point, he punched the ghost in the face. Like, but you could tell that that part of it is absolute shit. Because this man would have passed out from fright.
Ah.
So you can tell that there's something in the house. It's probably not a ghost.
Yeah. Well, drink tends to loosen up lips, and he's gotten what he came for.
Okay.
Anybody else want to do anything here? This is also an inn, and if you wanted to stay here, you could. and go out
Yes.
tomorrow.
It's not that late, if I recall, right?
It's not, but you did get into a fight.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
burn a
my
spell
spell
slot.
slot, my poor spell slots,
And if
my
you,
level 1 spell slots.
if you did go out
I-
now to go to the house, by the time you got there, it would be nighttime.
Yeah. Alright.
Also,
Yeah, we were traveling all day, so and then we got into a fight. So
and I've got about 15 minutes before I have to stop.
Okay.
So
perfect.
let us rest for the night here. This seems to be a safe spot.
Yes, and I will gladly give more patronage.
Well, we do have.
And
Go ahead.
Hmm?
Go for it.
is that?
You go ahead.
I was just gonna say once, the nighttime rush comes in, so Chini would try to see about. Well, they'd ask. She'd ask if she could set up and that people could tip her while she plays.
Oh, she welcomes you to do so. She said, "You play
Okay.
well enough, you get your room for free."
Oh. Bard perks.
Bird perks.
They don't get a lot of bards in here.
Oh no!
Does anybody want to aid her?
More.
Perhaps.
I
Someone
will
aid, and
aid.
I'll give
I don't know if
guidance.
anyone can.
I will be
I don't
nice and allow anybody who has any sort of instrument to do so.
I do not have any instrument. Sorry. Hmm.
That
Can I-
figures.
Can I give aid, but hyping up the crowd and sharing?
I'll let you do that, yeah. Because you're an excitable teenager and you know how
Yeah.
to get somebody riled up.
Yeah, she got a second ale in her, so she's feeling less sulky. She's just like, hey,
18?
you blow the roof off this sucker. Let's go.
So that would be a 22 with the guidance, and that 18. So it takes a while for people to get into the music. But once they do, they start stomping their feet and clapping in time and everything like that, and you get a fair bit of tips. And Hannah gives you one room for free.
Nice.
If you want to have separate rooms, the other 3 would have to pay for them.
I mean,
How
no
many
offense,
beds?
but just met you, so I'm gonna go with my own room.
That is fair. How many beds are in a room?
It depends on the sort of room that you take. They're set up in renditions of ships' cabins, so some of them just have one captain's bed, some of them have 2 officers' beds, and some of them have 4, basically
Swabby.
swabbies. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're still comfortable, but they're made, they're made in the layout of a ship. There's a couple
Yes.
of them. There's a couple long rooms that are just hammocks. You can get those for
Kind
1
of like a
copper.
hostel.
Jesus.
So it depends.
I will go and get the copper rooms with the hammocks, because if I will be honest, despite my ability to fit into small spaces, that does not mean I like to sit cramped in like a 2-foot cube. I will go snore out in the hanging loft beds.
Okay.
Reasonable.
1 copper for you.
I guess we'll get just a 2-room.
Okay. So the two
Yep, sounds reasonable.
the 2-bed officer's room would be 2 silver a night.
I'll pay that, since I am your chaperone.
Okay. So it's very comfortable, and you all drift off. And we'll make the decision next time if you're going to go to the haunted house or if you want me to make up something for the captain to give you to do. Well, I hope you enjoyed the first session of Saltmarsh, and we are going to end there for tonight.
Yeah,